It's a new week, new disturbances ahead, new blessings ahead, new futures ahead. This is Fred Shows You a Cat, and we're almost, well, like this summer, and I hate it. I am a sweaty mess. You may not see me as being all that sweaty right now. It's because I am indoors enjoying a controlled temperature. When I step outside, I melt. I literally melt. I am a melting man. I have melted more times than I think I've stayed in a solid state. My natural state is liquid. Anyway, I'm gonna show you not a cat this week, but something else. I'm gonna take this time to show you stuff that I made in the past that you may not have seen previously. I realized that I maybe should, guide you towards people watching this channel to my Instagram. So that's in the description. You can see stuff that I make on Instagram. I'm kind of terrible at it, I think, because I have always, since very early on in my internet life, I always liked sharing everything that I make, and I like inviting people to take part in the creative process. So I like showing, this is a sketch. This is like the very early start of what may become something. And this is the work in progress, I like to show people, what it's like to be an artist. I like to be as candid as possible, as naked as possible in the creative act. But I realize that maybe that's the wrong approach, because when I see a lot of artists that are more successful, they don't do that. They just save up their finished product, their finished works, and then they share those pictures. And their feed becomes less, muddled up, less messy, and they are better at sort of marketing themselves, selling their product, selling themselves. And as an artist, that is what you're supposed to do. You're selling yourself. I actually think that artists in that way are quite similar to comedians, because the job of the artist, as much as, yes, you do your painting, you do sculpting, whatever, you do your performance piece, whatever it is, you mean that's the meat and bone, technically. But then what you have supposed to do as an artist is find a way to market yourself, to sell yourself to people, to say, well, the reason why you should buy a Fred painting as opposed to a stupid Dave painting is because Fred has the right energy for you. And I think I may be a little bit too messy, a little bit too all over the place. But I also have, in the last few years or so, I have been mostly trying to find my thing, trying to experiment a lot with medium, and materials, I should say. And that's part of the issue. I'm much more interested in experimenting than a lot of people. I don't want to, even though I did experiment a little bit with oil just a few months ago. I really don't want to start making oil paintings. I kind of want to find out my own technique, do something that no one else does, and that's kind of arrogant, I imagine. Actually realize I have main character syndrome. I want to do something that no one else has ever done. But I think that's also admirable in a way, isn't it? Everyone should try to be an original. But that also means that I think I have shifted a bit too much. But on that note, I'm gonna show you something today. Well, let's do the theme song first. And one, and a two, and a three. Got myself a glass of water. sparkling water. Anyway, so today I'm going to show you a film I made a year ago, a little bit more. I quite like doing video art, and it's probably something that I would dedicate myself fully towards if it weren't for the fact that I don't want to sit down by a computer all day, which is mostly what you do, at least with the kind of video art I made. It's less about filming and more about editing. But I do like it. I do like video art. I do like projection. And I do like being able to work with sound. So this is a piece that I made about a year ago. Well, last year, early spring. And it's called Jag finns inte, which is Swedish for I do not exist. It's not quite the right translation, because in Swedish we would also say Jag existerar inte, which is the more literal translation of I do not exist. Jag finns inte, it means the same, it just has a slightly different vibe. But it's a recording, it's me, it's my body, being shown, naked body, but it's not really nude in that way. Then there's a heart, and then there's my voice sort of repeating the same phrase, but layered upon layered. And yeah, you're gonna see it. I'm gonna edit it in here at the end. Just one warning, because I feel as if this may be important, is that it starts off with two texts on the screen. It says at the beginning start, which is Swedish for start, and then it ends with slut, which is Swedish for the end, or kind of more specifically, it's like end of something. So it's used in the end of films to say this is the end, but it's slut. If something is slut, it means that you've reached the end of something, or like you have depleted something. But the thing is, it's pronounced slut, but it's spelled S-L-U-T. So it looks like the word slut. But I'm not calling you slut. It's in Swedish. So, but I don't think you need to understand Swedish to get it. It's a piece. Anyway, watch it, and then see you on Friday, where I will talk about Edward Hopper. I'm doing magic trick with my hands. Ooh. I'm a very animated speaker. And keep hydrated. Boop.
Jag finns inte. 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 Finns inte. Jag 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 finns inte. Finns inte. Jag 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 finns inte. Finns inte jag. Jag finns inte. 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 Jag finns inte.